Hi, I'm Coach Tim McNeil. I'm starting year 16 here at Westminster College, and I'm happy to give you a little tour. So let me take you into the gym that we use here for our off-season training. This is our old 77 gym. Just kind of a quick little mention as to why, if we look up here, why we call it old 77 is that our basketball team in the 1940s won 77 straight basketball games here by designing traps that put teams into the corner. We don't play basketball here, but we do train here quite a bit. Let's just walk this way and I'll show you how all of our events are able to use this facility. So our season is broken down into different parts. When the weather is really nice and we start in the first semester, it's August, it's September, it's the beginning of October, we are not able to work specifically with you, although we are able to send workouts. So we send workouts out to everyone. Once the weather starts to turn and we do start official practice and it's kind of a yucky day, we are in here quite a bit for November, December, January, and part of February, 2 or 3 days a week. And I just kind of want to point out a couple of the different things that we do. As sprinters, jumpers, hurdlers, we're able to do a lot of different things in here with our exercise bands, where we do band towing, we do band explosions, we do band towing. We have quite a few kettlebells where we do different lifts in here. We use the slam balls where we're slamming things into the ground. All of this stuff basically gets explosive power, which is very important for our sprinters, jumpers, hurdlers. Back over here, if you want to walk with me back to the corner, we have a throwing circle that is competition ready. It's what the same throwing circle that you see in many of the, on almost all of the indoor facilities. As a matter of fact, I will talk in a little bit, one of the places we go train that hosts many of our meets and many championship level meets is Youngstown State University. They have the same exact throwing ring there. So this is our upper running track that we use for some training stuff. We don't use it like in the traditional track and field sense. During some of the workouts that we have where we're using the bands and the balls and the kettlebells, this might be a station that we use where we're doing some straightaway sprints, or we might do a 3-lap conditioning drill where you go medium, hard, harder. I do want to point out the track, it is banked, as you can see, so you can use some centrifugal force to get you around the outside. It's actually kind of fun when you get to running on it just a little bit. And as I point out here, we will set up stations all around the gym where we're doing different exercises at different times. There's music playing, there's a vibe in here, the throwers are throwing, sprinters are doing their thing up here or down there, jumpers and hurdlers are doing their thing. So it's a lot of energy happening. Sometimes the distance runners are using the treadmills way down below or running up here or joining us for some of the plyo workouts because they've just had a full cross-country season and now's the time to work on some strength. Okay, so that was Old 77. That's the building where my office is. We like to use that gym there, but we're gonna walk down to the main gym and field house where we're gonna see a lot more other stuff. But on the way down, I would just like to point out brand new soccer field and lacrosse field. We just resurfaced our track. We put a new football field in. We're gonna head out at some point to our brand new throws area. There's also a new softball field and a baseball field. One of the best things about Westminster is we have a college president who's very pro athletics, and we are just blessed to be getting all this new stuff. So as we're walking down to see the other facilities, I do want to point out one of the highlights of our track and field season is we go on a spring break trip every year to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We leave on an early Saturday morning. It takes a good part of the day to get there, but the nice thing is we stay till the following Sunday. So it's like 8 days of training. We stay in beach houses on the beach, just like we're on a family vacation. Family and team togetherness is very important to me. So it's really great. The coaches stay in a house and then we divide the team up to different houses. We train at Coastal Carolina University or Myrtle Beach High School, and then in the afternoon we do a beach workout or we go to one of the gyms in town for a lift session. And then we also have a really big meet at the back end of that spring break trip. Teams, maybe 30, 40 schools from all over the country are there. We get to compete with Division I, Division II, Division III athletes, and it's just a fantastic experience for our kids. So I just want to kind of point out a couple things on the back end of the campus that they don't show you on the general campus tour, but we show you in our athletic tour, is that this is our cross-country course, this whole area here. We usually start here, we run that way. As you can see, the lake, there is a trail that goes around the back end of the lake, and then we kind of follow the tree line all the way around. When we're not hosting our conference championships, we just run a 5K race, but then when we host the conference championships, we design an 8K course for the men and a 6K course for the women. Again, kind of pointing out just for the general student as well, there's also trails that head out far corner of the lake that head out about 1.5 miles, and then there's other trails that shoot through the tree line just through there. This place is spectacular in the fall when the leaves are changing. It's beautiful in the winter when you get those snows, and of course in the spring when everything's starting to bloom. It's great. Just to kind of point out some more campus stuff here, the living arrangements, one of the dorms here, that's like a freshman dorm there. One of the best parts about Westminster are the new townhouses. They are 4-bedroom houses with a common living area and kitchen. So we have quite a few of our athletes live there now. There's an application process, but we certainly have quite a few of our student athletes living there. Let me take you inside our new student athlete lounge. So this is our student athlete lounge, and it's what exactly it says. It's a place for our student athletes to come, study, relax before practice, after practice, meet some friends, meet study groups. I do want to kind of point out the decor, because that's something that's happening throughout the building down here, is the stone with the blue W with the neon background. Over here, they're trying to tell the history of Westminster athletics. You might not see it in all the pictures in the video, but there's pictures all over the place of our famous alums who have done great things on their playing fields, courts, tracks, etc. And maybe one of the nicest things is, come follow me over here. We have this fuel lounge. Our athletic director has gathered up donors for once a day for every student athlete to come in here. And there's different food, snacks that they can come in here and grab before practice, after practice, so they don't have to use a full meal in the cafeteria. So this is one of the things that I'm most happy with, is that I've been here for 16 years and we've won 16 championships. Now again, there's indoor, there's outdoor, there's men, there's women, so it's not like we're winning it every single year, but that is certainly our goal. Our goal each and every year is to win the conference championship. We're on a streak of 4 women's championships. COVID kind of interrupted a couple of them in there. And we didn't win this past year, but we were really happy that our men were able to step up and win both the indoor and outdoor championship in 2022. So of those All-Americans that we had this past year, happy to say Megan Parker was 3rd in the nation in the shot put. She was also an indoor and outdoor All-American. And then, you know, kind of cool thing, we had for the first time ever a men's relay team make the nationals, and they were All-Americans. They finished 7th in the nation. But as we are an academic institution, one of the most prestigious awards was given to one of our athletes at the Outdoor National Championships. Ryan Beard won the Elite 90 award, as he had the highest grade point average out of all the athletes competing at the national championships. Each team gets their own little showcase, and I do just want to point out that Dalton Anderson was a javelin thrower, 3rd in the nation in the javelin in 21. Again, Megan and Emma, I talked about both of them already. But we have our team pictures, plaques, different conference championship pictures. So we're really excited about what we've done and plan on more of those. This is some more stuff that we use for track and field. Come on in. You can see we have the main gym. We don't really use the main gym very much, but we do use this alternative gym over here. This gym's a lot bigger than the gym that I showed you before, but the problem with this gym is baseball team, softball team, men's and women's lacrosse, everybody wants to use this gym, so we're on a rotation, and none of you want to practice at 6 o'clock in the morning or at 8 o'clock at night. But sometimes we can get the gym at 4 o'clock or before those other sports get started. And as you can see, a lot more room to do block starts, to do hurdles, We've pole vaulted in here. We've done a lot of different things here that you can't do in the upper gym. But I do want to point out that as much as we're talking about indoor facilities, one of the best things that we have going for us is 25 minutes away is Youngstown State University, and once or twice a week during the winter, we're able to go there and have a full practice on a 300-meter indoor track. So as you notice, the wall, again, trying to tell the history of Westminster athletics. These are all-time great Titans here that we're honored to have them on our wall, and just kind of a great place to remember the great things that they have accomplished. Over here, we have our training room. So we have 3 full-time trainers that take care of any injuries. I was a high school coach for a number of years, and you're trying to treat injuries and coach at the same time. What's great now is you can just send people in. They get the treatment that they need, the diagnosis that they need to get them back out as fast as they possibly can. We're going to take you into our weight room. So this is the Westminster Athletic weight room. This is where basically all of our athletes have been made, whether you're a distance runner, to a sprinter, a jumper, a pole vaulter, a thrower. This is what gets you better. So we have different workouts for different people. Our assistant coach, Jay Kaler, is here in the off season from 6 o'clock in the morning, basically throughout the day, so that everybody can get their times in. Our throws coach has a specific throws program that his guys do and girls do. And then sprints and jumps are kind of floating through with Coach Kaler and just getting their lifts in. Full other side to this weight room that we use quite a bit as well. Again, I talk about all the stuff that we do in the winter. Conditioning is so important for our sprinters, jumpers, and we have these treadmills that we use. These are 2 treadmills that have no motors. This one is like a hill, and this one is a curve, which actually goes super fast. So we'll do this one for a series of 6 to 10 seconds as fast as we possibly can. And there's a little mile-per-hour gauge, so you can have a little contest to see how fast you can go. And then this one's a real killer. It's like running a hill. We're doing this one from 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or 60 seconds. So the nice thing is in the winter, it's cold, it's snowy outside, we're getting our lift in. We can also sneak some conditioning in as well. So here's our track. Second week of April. I do want to just kind of point out before I talk about that meet, you can see where campus is. Dorms up above, academic buildings, field house. We're standing on the track right here. So one of the best things is that this is an academic institution, and when you're done with your classes, the track is right here. The throws area is over there, which we're going to go to in a second, but you can see that you don't have to hop in a car. You don't have to take a bus. Just right here on our track. So some of you are going to see the vault shack a little bit later in this video, but I do want to just point out for you pole vaulters that we have a raised runway outdoors, which certainly helps for some great vaulting. The nice thing about our raised runway is it's movable. So during our home track and field meet, the wind right now is blowing this way, so we can take our entire system, run it right down the field, and run it that way. We've actually run it every single direction in my 15 years here. I can't imagine what we're going to do for this 16th, but it's going to go one way and it's going to have the wind at your back.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Vault Shack. This is a training facility for the Westminster Titans. Inside of our facility here, we have 2 Olympic-sized pits, one on each end. This is the one that we jump on the most. This was one of the largest pits in the world whenever it was made. We have a replay system installed. We have 2 different angles that we're able to look at right now with some more to come. Over along the wall are our stock poles. We're a distributor for Spirit poles. And right down this way, we'll take you into our bunk room and show you what that looks like. So for our overnight camps, our resident campers, they stay right in here. We have 12 bunks where our athletes stay overnight. It's pretty handy, and we have a great time at our overnight camps. We have 2 restrooms on this side of the building, and we have one right on this side. These are for the coaches, for the athletes and for the parents to use whenever they come. Right this way, we have Our kitchen, this is where all of our meal prep is done, and this is where our college athletes hang out whenever they're done with their vault session or get something to eat. We have a study area here and here that they can use. Every now and then you find somebody crashing on the couch, hanging out. This side of the building, we have our coach's bunk room, and then we have our coach's restroom right here that we use whenever everybody's in-house, and we're keeping it nice and busy. So this is a quick little tour of the vault shack.
So, as I told you earlier, we have a brand new throws area, so I'd like to kind of just show you throwers. So one of the best things of the throws area, and again I apologize, we had a little bit of rain, so we didn't get a chance to clean the circles out. But we have 2 shot circles, disc, javelin over there with an all-weather runway on the javelin. One of the nicest things for us with this new throws facility is one coach can be in this area and coach all different events. Be able to see what everybody's doing, have workouts for jav throwers, shot putters, discus, everybody's doing something. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini tour. We certainly would like to do it in person, but we realize that's not always the case for some of you. Please get in touch with us if you would like to schedule a visit by text, by email, either me or Coach Kaler. We can get you set up on that. Westminster Track and Field, Westminster Cross Country is a special place. It's a special place in my heart. I love my job. I love coming to work. And I would really love the opportunity to work with you and you to be a part of this program.